When we started Major League Soccer in 1996, I think there were a number of things that led to our initial success.
In the early years of MLS, it was heavy lifting.
We didn't see the same level of crowds that we'd seen in the initial season. There was a lot of questioning as to what the best strategy to move forward was.
Starting a league and seeing it build and prosper was a little heavier lifting than I thought it would be.
Well, I had the pleasure of meeting Don 20 years ago when the MLS was looking for a new commissioner. Chatted with Lamar Hunt, and we both agreed that Don would be a great candidate.
I met Don 22 years ago, and I was impressed. Slowly it began to work as we began to build the number of soccer teams in the country.
When I first contemplated coming to the league, Don made me really believe that there's exciting times ahead.
I think the relationship he has developed with the broadcasters has shown them what a viable product this was. He evangelized the whole concept of soccer and TV in America, and I think the networks have now seen how to monetize it in a way that suits their purposes. Broadcasting anything, it's about star power.
It's hard to quantify what Don has meant to Major League Soccer since he came on board in 1999. I think he has made people appreciate what this sport can be in this country. Just thinking about the diversity in the ownership group and how that has grown is a testament to what Don's been able to do.
The biggest thing is being able to give back, and I think obviously with Don setting up MLS Works, I think that was a big part of what people are going to look back on. They will turn around and say that whole program was Don's vision, and that's a huge part of his legacy.
I give Don a lot of credit, more than anyone else, for building the sport of soccer in the United States.
And the reason why Don has been successful comes down to one word, and that's leadership. Don is very clear in what he wants to do, how he wants to execute it, and he's an expert at getting people involved, on board, and believing in it. And to me, he has done that better than 99% of commissioners in the history of sports.
When he believes in something, you can't get him off track.
It's a balancing act. You have to balance your family. Betsy and his son and daughter have been good supporters here for Don.
The qualities that I most admire in Don, they're everything he does both at a personal level and through MLS for the greater society around us. In addition to being a great commissioner, he's a good man.
The main thing that sticks in my mind about Don is he's effective. He can deliver, and he has. This is in part the fulfillment of a long-held dream I've had about the sport in the United States. MLS has been a success story.
He's still the same guy he was 20 years ago.
Are you serious? As much as Don has achieved over the last 19 years, he knows that our best days are still ahead of us. And with his energy, vision, and leadership, there's no limit to what we can achieve.